You're sitting on the bus in the parking lot somewhere. That'd be fucking terrifying.
Okay, we should be live. Okay, we should be live.
What's up, Jody? Dustin, how's it going?
Hey, everybody, how you doing? One Vision's here. Drone shots.
Yep.
Okay.
See where he's at now. Once the bus stops, I'm gonna try to call it.
Have you got a number? Oh, you're gonna call the phone.
Yeah. He if he has it, he's not gonna answer it while he's driving. So like I said, I can still see that it's connected to the bus Wi-Fi, so I know that he's got to have the phone.
Did you call the bus company and alert them?
No, I have Sarah's. Sarah actually knows the bus driver, so I'll have her Sarah's mom call him when she gets
Well,
home.
the thing of it is that if you got a hold of the bus company while he's still driving, they're connected by two-way radio with the headquarters.
Oh, I know. I'm saying Sarah's mom has the bus driver's personal number. She actually is friends with the bus driver, so I'll have her call him when she gets home, just to double check. But I've been tracking him since 3 o'clock, so I know exactly where the fuck the bus is.
Hey,
Right.
Dominic.
Good evening. I would have been earlier, but I had to look through a couple of old live streams for the link.
Oh yeah, I got to put the link up, don't I?
Yeah,
What's up, Joe?
just a friendly reminder there.
Oh, where the fuck does he live at? Jesus.
Yeah, what's up with the bus driver?
Oh,
Phyllis-
Thomas left his phone on the bus, so I've been tracking it since 3 o'clock,
Oh, okay.
watching the bus drive around. But it tells me it actually, so when you do find my Android, it will actually tell you whose Wi-Fi it's connected to.
Oh, okay.
Here,
So
I'll
you can
actually,
effectively track it.
yeah, I'll show it to you here. So like right here, it says Public County or Polk County Public School Bus. So it's still
Hmm.
connected to the school bus Wi-Fi
Okay.
because the kids can use the Wi-Fi on the school bus.
Wow. We don't have
So,
that here.
and he's still got some good battery left. So, but
Yeah.
the bus driver went to the elementary school, picked up the elementary kids, dropped them off, all them off, and then he has been driving. So I'm assuming he's on his way to his house because they take their buses home. So,
Hmm.
or they park him in lots somewhere. But like I said, Sarah's mom has his number, so I'll call. We'll give him a call when she gets home.
Who y'all tracking?
Thomas's phone on the school bus,
His son left his phone on the school bus.
but it's still connected to the bus Wi-Fi. It's been connected to it since he got off the bus. So it was in his jacket pocket, and he sat up, and it fell. It must have fell out of his pocket. He said,
Hmm.
Well, you got the boy, right?
"Yeah,
Yeah, he's got his son.
That's all that counts. As long as you got the boy.
Hey, Joel. Hey, Corey.
Dominic.
Dustin.
Corey, Joel, what's up?"
Okay. 1 second.
Well, I got all ready to go fly my drone and go out to North Shore and hand them the pictures today. And I was getting ready to step up, and I get a phone call from Mandeville High School telling me I need 30 4x6 pictures for the printed real quick so we can put them on the tables at the banquet. I said, really? Yeah.
Yeah, Donald, I tried calling it, but if the bus driver has it, he's not going to answer it while he's driving. So they're not allowed to even touch their phones while they're driving. They'll get in trouble. So they don't mess with their phones when they're driving. So I'm on positive he has it because he's been to another school since then and dropped kids off. So and it's still on the bus connected. So
Yeah, the kid didn't pick it up.
No, because if another kid picked it up, it would track it over to where it is.
yeah, it's still
I'm
connected. It
still
actually
tracking the
tells.
Wi-Fi.
See, look, it actually tells you whose Wi-Fi it's connected
Yeah,
to.
show.
Yeah, and if it's
Oh.
connected
Right
to
here.
that Wi-Fi, it's still on the bus.
Yeah, that's Polk
Huh?
County Public School Bus.
And show
Yeah,
him
so-
what it is on the map.
So he's right here right now. But he's been driving forever and hasn't stopped. So I'm assuming he's heading home because they take their buses home. So, and it's well past school hours. So there's no way he's dropping kids off right now.
Or he doesn't know it's in a bus somewhere and he'll find it later.
It's possible, but they are supposed to check all the seats and stuff between runs. So I don't know.
Yeah, that's probably what happened. Probably went back there, saw it, and grabbed it.
But like I
Oh,
said,
wait.
he's been driving nonstop for the last 3 hours. So I don't think he's gonna answer it while he's driving. You know what I'm saying?
Here's my daily call. Be right back.
It's okay if a kid walks off with it and goes home with it. I'll show up to their fucking house, the sheriff's, and get it. Watch me.
Yeah.
I'll have them go knock on the door and get it for me. But no, Sarah's mom, like I said, the good thing is Sarah's mom knows the bus driver because she's a bus driver and she knows their bus driver really well. So I'll just have her give him a call when she gets home. Just to let him know if he didn't find it, that it is still on his bus.
Oh, Mr. Skyfi just got home from a 10-hour workday.
Hmm.
Long day.
Well, hopefully you'll get it all squared around.
Yeah, if Sarah's mom didn't know him, I would have called the school company, but since it's still connected to the bus, I'm gonna just wait till she gets home and have her give him a call. Because the minute that phone leaves that bus, it's gonna go on to 5G and it'll tell me it's on cellular network. So
That's still on the bus.
yeah. And it actually gives you how much it actually tells you
How much
how
battery?
much well, and it tells you how much strength the Wi-Fi actually has. So
But it
yeah.
also, what's neat is it tells how much battery's left in the phone.
All right. Oh, I got a call.
Mhm.
Give me a second.
Okay. So it's started warming up there, Paul?
No.
Hmm.
How's it there?
It's starting to cool down finally. After 4 days in the high 80s, we're starting to get some real we're starting to get some real autumn weather finally. So we can get ready for the 3 darkest months of the year. Even though June, July, and August is winter, autumn seems to be darker and more dreary. Just here, I don't know. Hi, Tim.
Mr. Tim.
Yeah, that's what surprised me as well, Joel. We don't have Wi-Fi on any of our public transport. Well, they should. I reckon it'd be a great idea. But the other trouble is there might be interference from the because the trams have electrified cables on them. That might disturb the signal. But if it's 5G, it wouldn't, because I can use my phone on a tram. So the other thing I think they need to do is have charging ports on there as well. I reckon that'd be a great idea. Another day.
Another day, another
Yeah,
down.
Joel. Yeah, Joel, I agree with that. Or our payphones now are just Wi-Fi hotspots. And all
Really?
payphones are free now. Yeah, all payphones here are free.
Oh
Hey.
yeah, the buses
Use them.
nowadays are all decked out over here.
Payphones
no.
over there are free?
Yeah, payphones. All payphones are free.
We don't even have payphones anymore. They're pretty much all
As I said, the
gone by now.
payphones are free and they've been converted to Wi-Fi hotspots.
Now, are the hotspots free or do you have to pay for that?
No, they're free as well. But free, I believe they're free if you're with that phone company. But I believe they're free.
Yeah, Spectrum has random like hotspots around the city that you can connect to if you have a Spectrum account.
Mm.
They're just random
'Cause
Wi-Fi hotspots.
I'm with Telstra, and Telstra owns those payphones. So I don't know.
I'm assuming their reasoning behind the Wi-Fi is probably so kids can do work on the bus.
Yeah, that's
There's a lot of the kids have laptops, like so all the high
Yeah.
schoolers get laptops, and then all the elementary and middle schoolers get iPads
yeah.
from the school. So I'm assuming that's what their reasoning behind it was, is so they could connect them to the bus and do their homework or whatever while they're on the bus.
Oh, Donald Walsh.
Donald.
No, Florida schools have
down.
really stepped up the last like
Donald.
10 years.
Hey, Donald.
Howdy, howdy.
What's up, Donald?
Good evening.
Hey, Don will be the one to ask. I just thought about that. What would be the warmest cold weather underwear to buy on Amazon? You have any idea?
The warmest.
Like a wool
Cold.
type,
Uh, you're talking about something to put
About-
underneath while you're.
Yeah,
well,
while he's
hiking?
out in the cold.
If I was hiking, I would wear a mesh. You can get the mesh. The mesh provides a bunch of little pockets between your skin and the other clothes,
Yeah.
and also wicks away sweat better.
Check the brand Carhartt. They might have some good
So
stuff.
so if you're working up a sweat or anything, all that other crap is just going to absorb water, just going to get cold. But the mesh will give you that insulated layer of the mesh, but you'll wick away your sweat.
You should see if Carhartt's got that. They make really good
Yeah,
stuff.
And if
Okay.
you if you don't wear it for cold weather, you can put it on and do I'm too sexy dance like Right Said Fred.
What are your giblets getting a little too cold outside?
I'm
No,
too sexy
me,
for
my
my
son,
shirt.
man.
Too sexy for my shirt. So sexy it hurts.
Yeah, my
I didn't
Marine
say
Corps
anything
son
there
getting
because I
ready to
want
go to
people to
Alaska.
clip that one.
Oh, his Marine Corps son is getting ready to go to
Thanks,
Alaska.
Dominic.
No, Joe keeps coming out of the cold and is tired of looking like a woman when he gets home.
And I'm too sexy for your party. Too sexy for
Where's it
your
at?
party. The way I'm disco dancing.
There it is.
Soy modela para tan sexy me. That's the Spanish version.
I haven't seen a public payphone in a long time. There might be some in the big cities still, but yeah, they're pretty much all but gone now. You might see some empty phone booths that don't have phones in them no more. Sometimes you do run across those where they've left the phone booth. They just took the phone out of it.
Ours isn't really a booth. It's more of an enclosure.
There was a real
where
famous one,
Stands that way
Dominic.
and then comes up.
There was a real famous
You don't
one
go
that was,
in them.
that worked, and it was out in the middle of the fucking desert, in the middle of nowhere. There was nothing for like 50 miles either way, and it was just a phone booth out in the middle of nowhere. And people used to go out to it all the time. And but I think they've now taken it out. But it was just a random ass phone booth in the middle of the desert.
Desert. Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Here you go.
You're talking about middle
Here
of.
you go, Joe.
Oh, okay. Yeah.
Looks like something you'd wear at a gay strip club.
Yeah.
Exactly. That's what I was saying. It looks like something Right Said Fred would wear. But
Yeah.
that's
Just
that's for your base layer. That's probably
Yeah.
your best base layer for when you're hiking or running around. How do I stop sharing?
Joe's like, I can squeeze my ass
Top,
into
top
this.
right hand corner, top middle corner.
No, I can't. I'm not gonna lie.
Thing will look like a brawl. Just gets stuck right there.
Okay, I'm gonna do it because I'm mad at him. I'm gonna do it, but I'm gonna share a picture. I'm gonna bring it up. I'm mad at my other son. I walked into the kitchen. He had his stuff ready to go, and he had two like old yogurt containers, little small yogurt containers, sitting
Uh-huh.
there. And I said, "What you got in the yogurt containers?" As I put something down in the sink, he said, "Why are you opening my containers?" I said, "I didn't open your containers." It says, "You're lying." He said, "I work with people that lie all day, and you're lying. I could tell." I said, "Bitch, you better listen to me. I'm not lying, for one. And if you keep talking that way, you go find your girlfriend or move, you know?" Like, so we had a little argument earlier today. So let me find this picture. I'm going to show you.
What's he?
Sounds like
uh,
he's getting big for his britches, buddy.
You might need to take him down a peg or two, Joe.
Well,
Where-
what you do,
what's-
Joe, just change the locks on the house.
What's he going to Alaska for?
The other son was going to Alaska military. This lieutenant.
Is his wife going and everything?
And
or
the
is he just-
military doesn't
No, he-
provide
he-
undergarments?
Not for officers. You buy your own shit.
Yeah, officers have to buy all their own stuff.
But so here's my police officer asshole son sometimes
What's up,
when he
Skip?
went out on a party a few weeks ago.
Ah, there you go.
There you go.
Yeah.
And he said, He said, how do I look? Do I look like a gigolo? I said, you look like you need a tan. That's what you look like. I told him, let me take your picture. What you can use it for? I said, I just want it. I knew I'd use it eventually.
Should have gave him a rainbow flag. There you go.
Yeah.
I could always take him out that picture and put him in front of a rainbow flag. Always possibility.
Mr. Tim, Sarah's here.
Yeah, Skip, I don't know how Dustin knows that. I have no idea. He's the one that told me about it, though.
Hey, Skippy.
Hey, Skip.
Yeah, Nick's starting to freak out because the last few days in Alaska where he's going, it's been averaging 5 degrees. And he's going to be up there for 7 weeks.
Yeah, okay. So it's not a permanent thing or nothing.
No. 7 weeks. He said they get Saturday off, and Sunday they go work half a day to get back into the week. So he gets 1.5 days a week off.
Why not give half a Saturday and a Sunday off?
Well, that's the way they are.
It's weird.
They give him half a Sunday in case you want to go to church, I guess. But he's working with a whole aircraft group, so the whole group's moving over there for 7 weeks.
Okay.
So and then they come back, and then later this year, near the end of the year, up in Albany, New York, they're going up again. So he'll be in Albany, New York, but that's only about 7 hours, 8 hours from where he lives. So she'll be able to drive up there, or he'll be able to come get her or come home or something every once in a while. Depends on how they schedule it.
Sarah said, I'll do my little turn on the catwalk with the crop top.
Hey,
And I do
while
my
we're on Right
turn
Said
on
Fred,
the
you do realize that
catwalk.
the lead singer is 70 years old now, Richard Fairbrass.
Oh my gosh.
No, Skip
Yeah.
wanted to know how you knew that, Dustin, not me. He clearly said Dustin in the chat.
I'm sexy for my body. Sexy
Yeah, that's funny.
for the way I'm disco dancing. Soy modelo para tan sexy me. I used to have the maxi single with the different mixes on it, and I still sing the Spanish versions sometimes.
Oh, I've seen you guys over there on Uncle Bill's. It's like a freaking episode of Grease sometimes. You guys just break out in song all the time.
Yeah.
It's got
Bill-
overhead lifters and four-barrel
Bill does that.
carburetors.
Bill does that. He'll start just breaking out in song all the damn time.
Fuel injection
Yeah.
cut off and chrome-plated rods, oh yeah.
There you go, Dominic. Dominic's in a good mood.
Yeah, I'm doing the
Dustin.
Grease Lightning go.
Yeah.
Dustin's-
Good evening.
Hey, Mark, how you doing?
Mark,
What's up, Mark? I think he's
Mark, what's up?
trying to beat Dominic in live streaming there.
yeah, because I think we've been on pretty much almost everyone together.
I could never beat Dominic.
You get
Actually-
you get a big enough stick, you can.
Do you know what's funny, Tim? Is we're
Pretty
actually
sure.
Tim. What's
Yeah.
funny is we're actually having tacos for dinner.
Hey.
Oh,
I'm having
it's
steak and
Taco
potatoes.
Tuesday.
Tim was right. Tim actually got that one right.
Of course, the only problem is over where Tim is, it's Wednesday, right?
Yeah, so what do we
Yeah.
what food starts with a W that I could
Wing
eat for
Wednesday. Wing Wednesday.
For
Wing,
Tim, it'd be
okay.
now Tim's Little Dick Wednesday.
Little Dick Wednesday.
Okay, then I'll see if I can
Wanker-
find
Wanker
you some
Wednesday.
wings.
Winky Wanker Wednesday.
Yep, I'll find some wings.
Yeah, that was a Pizza Hut. It was Pasta Tuesday. It was Pasta Tuesday, Wing Wednesday.
Oh, that was last night, Tim.
I'm having wings tonight.
Actually, 3 times this week, Tim. Want to be technical?
Mm.
Mind you, this
And I
place
miss-
I got these wings from are a bit weird because you don't get the wings with the two bones in. You get like mini drumstick type wings.
Uh,
Yeah, because that's the actual wing part rather than the second part, which is the thigh part of the wing.
Yeah,
And then you've got the actual wing itself. So you got 3 parts to it,
that's right.
3 parts to the wing.
Yeah, the
You've got
third
the
part
wing
just
part,
has
the
no
wing
meat on
tip.
it.
Yeah, because the thigh part has the most meat on it. And then you've got sort of like the forearm and then the wing tip.
It's got the big joint.
It's sort of like that bit there. Because that's the tip part, and you got this part, and the sort of like the arm. This arm part is where all the meat is.
somebody clip that
Yeah.
motion and the audio, please.
No.
Shit.
So I'm trying to decide whether I want to buy a raffle
Dom?
ticket.
I'm giving you a pass if you give me a pass from earlier.
Yeah.
All right. It's a wash.
Everything's clippable. Yep, Tim, just the tip.
Do I want to buy a raffle ticket?
Yeah, why not? How much is it?
I buy it every year.
What's
You got
it
to be in it
for?
to win it.
What are
So
You
they?
buy the same ticket every year.
No wonder he hasn't won, Mark.
Yeah, don't win at that, do you?
Well, the only reason I hesitate all the time because the ticket's $100.
Oh, yeah, it's a
But-
price.
a
I'll
couple,
take
It's
it.
$100
a couple years
a year,
ago,
huh?
they were rolling the basket around and they were getting ready to pick the winner, and a couple of them fell
Right,
out,
Channel 7 News.
and you saw them fall out, and they reached in and got one. They didn't pick them up and put them back.
Oh, yeah, they should have done that and redone it,
That-
re-rolled
that
it
right
around.
there.
Oh, it's for a house?
Yeah, raising the
Yeah.
roof for charity.
Yeah, they have that here.
Yeah, I
So-
think it's a 4-bedroom.
So if you put $100 in and you win, you actually get the house, or is it
Yep.
one of those?
It's your house.
Okay.
Yep.
The,
They do that
there's only
here.
one. There's one stipulation. You got to pay a tax.
Yeah.
Oh,
If you're buying it, if you want a house for $100, you've got to take that.
Yeah, Omaze do one like that where they do a house every month.
I hate those raffles where they do like a raffle to raise money or something, and then you win the money and they expect you to donate it back. It's like, fuck that.
Yeah. Well, it's a 3-bedroom, 2
I'd be
bath.
the one
They're
asshole to
building it
walk
right
out
now.
with it.
Yeah, they're building it right now. It's a 3-bedroom, 2 bath, valued at $475,000.
Yeah. I think the one
Dustin.
Tim might know this one. The one that I see regularly is a house on the Gold Coast, just around the corner from Tim.
And,
Oh,
and you know what the
amazing.
bad thing is? You know how much the taxes are?
What?
Yeah, Omaze are a bit different. The last house they did was a 5-bedroom in the Cotswolds, and it was 3.2 million.
Wow.
Mm.
What was that one house that fucking rich ass billionaire couple built? It's like ridiculously big, and I think they spent $800 or $900 million building that fucking thing. It's like over 100 bedrooms or some shit.
Oh
It's just
my
them
God.
two.
How would sorry, I can't work that out. I always think there should be one more bedroom than the amount of people there are there.
Justin, I'm going to put
I'm
something in the
like,
link,
sorry,
and
bedrooms.
and this is what you just reminded me of when you said you'd be the asshole.
Okay, let me see.
Well, 100 bedrooms, you could sleep in a different bedroom every week for 2 years.
Mm.
So you don't have to do the laundry for 2 years.
Yeah,
Yeah, until you leave your phone in one of the bedrooms, you all remember which one.
exactly.
Then you got a hell of a
Oh,
There's
laundry
that many
bill.
rooms.
I've seen that.
I'm trying something.
Good point.
That clip's funny as hell.
So in Louisiana, what they do for taxes when you win something like that, they look at the value of it, and it's like almost 50%.
God.
Maybe one time you
So-
go to pay it forward and it's like $200 behind you.
So what winds up happening is the last, I think it was the last 3 people that have bought it have had interviews later saying they've had to actually put the house up against the loan to get the money to pay the taxes to have the house. So basically, they took a mortgage out on the house they won, and they got it for half price. You know,
That's crazy.
I know it's too crazy. Drew Brees used to throw auctions out, different kind of stuff like that, the different contests, raffles. And when Drew Brees put his out on his site, he would give you whatever the product was, and then give you cash to equal the amount you had to pay on taxes, and have a little bit extra. So if you won, say you want something for $50,000, he'd have $25,000 in cash added to it. So when it came out to it, you were covered basically. They figured, I mean, it was down to almost a penny. They'd measure it out and figure out exactly what you needed.
Well, one of the things about the Omaze ones is it's fully furnished.
I think the ones
Plus,
we have here are as well.
plus, I think they give you about 100,000 on top.
I think
Yes.
they give you the one we have here. I think they give you gold bullion as well. Don't quote me on that. I seem to remember there's some gold in there too.
Yeah, I need my Marine Corps settlement to come in real
Yeah.
quick, because they've got a house for
Slow
sale
Lance.
not that far from me. Hey, Lance, not that far from me, that just went on the market, and a buddy of mine called me and told me about it. He said, "You need to look at this one."
What's up, Lance?
220,000. It's a 2-bedroom, but it's in Beauchene Country Club, and it's a gated community. You get in there, and it's a separate, individual house with the backyard, everything. And the thing, it looks, you know, it's. I think it's 10 years old, but it doesn't look 10 years old.
I'm dropping off a minute. Phone's ringing.
All right.
Okay.
And it's right about, it's about 3 miles from where I live, and it's in a gate. Like I said, the back of it is a golf course.
Mhm.
So it's like you got the land in back of you. You've got like 100 yards to the golf course, so you got 100 yards behind you with a fishing pond.
Yeah.
You know, yeah. I mean, it's beautiful.
Yeah, we've got a place like that here called Sanctuary Lakes.
And by the way,
About
Mark,
45 minutes from me. The gated
Yeah.
community plus the golf course.
Yeah, I would jump on that in a minute, because that's a little 2-bedroom. That's all I need. 1 bedroom, I'd make my office. 1 bedroom would be mine.
Yep.
be your what? You stop there.
We know what the other one would be.
As it would be mine. All I know is I live in Beauchene Country Club, then.
I mean, but you got to think too. Do you want to live in a gated community? Because remember, you think about that though before you move in there.
As
Are
long
they
as they
sure-
don't,
are
as long
they-
as they don't have a sign that says they can't fly my drone.
Are they super strict though? Like, because that's going to be pretty much an HOA at that point.
Yeah, Beauchene's pretty strict with when you go in there. 'Cause I used to have friends that lived up in there, and even when we delivered pizza up in there, they knew who we were with the pizza guy. That was no problem. But you have to
Right.
check out on the way back, because they come more or less time you to find out how long you're going to be
Yeah.
there, unless you're visiting somebody.
That's how some of the big nice apartment complexes are around here. You have to go through security, and then they take your plate number down and everything before you go in.
Yeah, it's all done. You pictures taken of you in your car and everything else when you go in.
Yeah. And then there's ones that have they don't even have a security guard there at the gate, but you push the button and you talk to a security guard from some remote location.
Hi, Lance.
They talk to you through a speaker, and then they let you in, and it takes pictures of your car and everything as you're going in and out.
Yeah, we got a couple like that around here too.
And
Where my
Johnny,
sister
Johnny?
lives. Johnny Drone Flyer.
Oh, Mark,
Hey
by the
Johnny,
way,
I'm
too,
gonna get some of the strawberries.
if you actually get a phone call and you answer it, it will just mute the stream for you.
oh, it closes the stream and I have to go back in again
Right.
Oh, does it
on the
on yours?
phone.
Oh,
That's
because
because I'm on the phone.
What happened?
oh, because on my Android, when I used to do it on my phone, it would I'd get a call and answer it, and then it would like put the stream in the background, and then when I hung up, it would pop back up.
No,
Unless
I have to go back. I have to go back and click the link again and open Zoom again.
Okay.
Maybe I got my phone set differently because I can answer the phone and it'll mute it.
Well, are you on Android or Apple, Mark?
Apple.
Yeah, well, I'm on Apple and
I don't know. Maybe I'll have to look into it then. But
I mean, it's no big deal. I just was letting you know that because I
yeah,
know I can do it.
Only takes a couple of seconds to go back in again.
Johnny said might go back in the morning, Joe, and fly.
Well, Lance hasn't come on the stream, has he? Otherwise, we'd be hearing all the clicking noise of his hyperlapse.
Yeah, Johnny put out a video of one of the strawberry fields up near where he lives. Man, that place is loaded with strawberries right now.
yeah, strawberry fields forever.
No, don't be proud of that.
Why?
Yeah.
Why?
Why?
Yeah.
You think Dominic should be proud of that little reference?
I always
I don't
like to
know.
throw in references not many people are going to get.
That's the friggin' Beatles. Who's not going to get that?
Yeah.
Where am I?
Apparently, I didn't get it.
Oh, well,
There we go.
Yeah.
I'm actually next to you on top on my screen.
Oh no, you're one down and one down and one left from me.
Paul's got to set it to host order, and then it puts
Oh, okay.
everybody in the same.
I got a what?
If you go up to view, you can put follow host video order, and it puts everybody in the same order on their screen, so we're not all mixed up.
I was trying to point to Justin, and he's obviously on a different.
Okay, there you go.
This will lock the order of your gallery.
Right, so everybody's on everybody's
Don't worry,
screen. We're in
Johnny.
the same
I
spot
thought you
now.
would.
Okay, so in other words, if Dominic points over here, it's pointing over there.
Because if I point there,
That's
Joe
Donna.
should be under me, and then
Yeah.
Justin is under him.
Dominic on the
because
top
I'm-
row.
Because I'm
Paul should
watching
be
the chat
there.
on YouTube and I've got
Paul should be there.
Zoom just as a picture. I just get the speaker at the time.
What's up, Mike?
Mike. Good evening, sir.
Chicken fajita.
I'm like,
Hey, Mike. Night train, not on tubes.
Okay. We'll go and have a look.
I don't know. It's supposed to lock the order for everybody in the same order. I don't know why Zoom does that. Like they're the only ones that do that. Like every other streaming platform, when you're on it, everybody's always in the same spot unless you move somebody. Zoom's the only one that does that shit.
No, it's different order.
That's weird.
No, they're the same order. It's just that
Well-
it's three across rather than two across.
Yeah, see
yeah.
on my screen you, Paul, and Joe on top, and then
Yeah.
Donald's under you. I'm under Paul, and Mark's under
Yeah.
Joe.
And then it's only 5 on the screen because Mark doesn't use a
Oh, yeah.
camera.
Yeah, that's right.
That changes at 1, so it's 5. Yeah, we are in the same order
25th.
because it's
Okay.
me, Paul, Joe, Donald, and then you.
Yeah, and then Mark would be next to me. Yeah.
Yeah, Mark would be, and pushing it to make
Yeah,
it.
it only shows the 5 people on YouTube.
Yeah,
Doesn't show me because I'm only on audio.
And that's the same with Zoom. Zoom's the only one that does that too. All the other ones, if you
Yeah.
turn your camera off, it still shows you.
yeah,
Yeah.
and that's annoying.
Ooh, nice,
because
Mike.
People are not going to know. They should have some sort of placeholder with Mark's name on it.
Mike said if all goes well, be getting another bamboo next week.
Yeah, because YouTube has got Paul. Oh God, how's it gone that? It's got Dominic, then Paul, then Joe on the top, and
Yeah,
then
and Donald and Justin under it,
Justin underneath it.
and just your voice.
Yep.
Well, it would work if Mark, if you had a picture instead of your camera, right?
I don't know.
I
I'm
think
gonna
it's got to
keep
be
buying
a
bamboo
physical
to
camera
see
rather
if
than
I get
just
the
a.
same luck as David.
Is that a virtual camera thing?
Yeah, I think you might have to. It might have to be a virtual camera rather than just your sort of like an avatar icon sort of thing.
Mm. Bit like when David comes on.
Yes.
Wherever he is.
He'll be around.
Mm.
There are people that are lurking.
David and Laura aren't in the chat.
Is
So,
Gitchy over there with them?
no,
Yeah.
not till later.
Yeah.
I thought it was around the 25th
One
or
at the
6th.
25th, yeah, something like that.
Yeah, they're sending a bunch of British snacks back with Gitchy, and then she's gonna mail them to me.
Oh, they're doing it that way. I thought
Yeah.
the way they were making up that box, it's going to cost a fortune to send it by post.
Oh, dude, it would have been a couple $100, but because they're sending it with Gitchy, she can bring it back on the plane for free, and then
Yeah.
just spend $30-$40 and mail it to me from her house.
You and your boiled peanuts, Tim. You.
I wonder if Gitchy's limited to the weight she can take back with her as well.
I don't know.
Probably.
I'm sure
But you
they
wouldn't
probably have ways around that.
But
Mm.
you wouldn't think that.
Because she'll have
I
her
think- I
overnight
think
bag with
she-
her and all.
She's the senior attendant, isn't she?
I don't know, but
know.
she's been there long enough. She should be.
She's AI. What do you expect?
Yeah, it's AI.
She'll be what she wants to be.
Joe, you cracked me up.
Well,
She's gonna-
she's AI. She doesn't need an overnight bag.
Yeah.
She's been a flight attendant for over 40 years, so yeah, she should be a head attendant.
Good God.
I guess whatever the head position is.
In most places, you don't get a flight attendant over the age of about 30.
Which
I'm sure they have a high turnover rate.
I was going to say, which could be problematic in one sense, because you're giving away a huge amount of experience.
Well, I'm
Yeah, but they like them to look
The
young.
visual
though, don't they?
appeal, you're giving away experience. So
that
you've
was
gotta-
like what
you'd have to balance both of them.
Hooters had their own planes for like 3 or 4 years. They had their own planes, and they had Hooters girls that actually worked on. They actually had to have actual flight attendants because of the laws due to
Yeah.
safety and stuff. But they also had Hooter girls that would walk up and down and serve you drinks and snacks and stuff. And then obviously the flight attendants dealt with all the safety issues and all that stuff and
So
everything.
that would
Tim's
mean
eating
you would
his
have to,
boiled peanuts.
you'll have to train the Hooters girls to become pilots.
Mm.
Uh,
Yeah, they had it
That would be a
for
plan.
they had it for like 3 or 4 years, I think, and then I guess it just didn't catch on or whatever.
yeah, they probably ran out of pilots.
Robert probably got more complaints from the women passengers.
Yeah.
Well,
There
that's the
wasn't
thing.
any women passengers.
That's the thing. If you obviously would know that when you're buying a ticket, so if you had a problem with it, why the hell would you even fly that?
Exactly. They just want to fly to be outraged.
So Hooters Air was a charter airline that operated from 2003 to 2006, offering low-cost flights with Hooter girls in the cabin.
Hmm.
And then it's the airline faced said it faced financial troubles, so they had to shut it down.
Wonder what? I couldn't understand that.
Yeah, who was having financial
Yeah.
problems? Hmm.
Yeah.
Is that because
Hooters,
they
Hooters,
didn't have
closed,
all the dollar bills to put in the G-strings?
Hooters closed a lot of their outlets like about 5 years ago.
Yeah. Feminism took over.
Well, and they only did like, let's see, 1, 2, 3, 4. They only did 12. They only flew to 12 states in the U.S. and Puerto Rico.
Oh, there's your problem.
And Nassau.
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 That was the only
Nassau,
places they
Nassau.
flew to.
Depending
Whatever.
on how you pronounce it.
Yeah, depending on where you're from.
Yeah. I think it's in the Bahamas.
Yup.
Yeah, isn't it?
It's somewhere
mean,
there.
You would think something like that would do good, but I guess I probably just didn't have enough horny dudes wanting to ride a plane. I don't
Yeah.
know.
It's the capital of the Bahamas. I was right.
Mm.
Yep.
Mostly. I didn't say capital.
Yep.
As Andrew.
Just listen to the lyrics of Sloop John B by the Beach Boys?
Yeah, that's what I was playing the song in my head.
Don't we all?
Yeah.
Was that Andrew?
Cell phone?
Yes, Andrew.
Andrew.
Around Nassau town, we did wrong.
Here we go. Burst into song again.
Uh,
I got a song in my
Don.
heart.
Yeah.
It's got to come
Yeah.
out.
Don, just a heads up. The Missouri DOT just said, don't wear your eclipse glasses while driving. I just saw it on Facebook.
Donald's like, what? You had to process that statement.
People are so
Isn't that
stupid. People are so
I'm
stupid.
gonna say, isn't that
I
Captain
know.
Obvious?
People are so stupid. It's like I put these on.
Can't see anything.
I cannot see the screen. I look up at my LED light. Don't take your glasses off when you're looking directly at your LED lights.
Yeah.
Because now I can see polka dots.
Yeah, I hate that.
Yeah, I look straight at my LED lights and can barely see. Can barely see them. I'm looking at the window. It's an eastern facing window, so we don't have morning sunlight coming in, but I cannot see anything out of them. Do not wear these while you're driving or you're an idiot.
I can see Donald driving down the road with 2 of those big lenses.
If you need the DOT to tell you not to drive with these on, you're an
You shouldn't
idiot.
be driving.
So those glasses are actually only of any use once every 10 years.
Yeah. Well, that depends.
You
How
want
often
to
do you
look
want
at
to look
the
at the
sun at
sun?
any time of the day. Yeah.
Yeah, you
Donald,
can go out and look at the sun if you want, if you enjoy that.
Donald, that reminds me of
Oh.
the seatbelt thing on Tommy Boy. He's like, if you don't
And
know how
then
to
walk
put the
into about
seatbelt,
30
and you're a
lampposts
retard.
while you're doing it.
Paul, April 8th, you'll have to go outside and see the eclipse.
you know he's been planning that for like a year now, right? Actually, longer than that, right, Donald?
Me?
Probably
Yeah.
been planning it
No,
since
Paul.
2017.
I said
Yep.
Paul.
I
Oh,
don't
Paul.
go. I don't go out for that kind of crap.
It's not going to be anywhere near Paul.
Oh, oh.
No,
Yeah.
no, Donald's skipping the Florida. Well, he used it as a reason not to go to the Florida drone
He's
meetup.
using that as an excuse.
Yes,
Well,
Tim.
the
Hooter should
eclipse
be
isn't
topless.
going to be anywhere near anybody, really, because I mean, it's like 35,000 miles away.
Okay, but the path of totality isn't going to
Shadow.
be anywhere near Paul.
Yeah,
Mm.
the shadow.
Get around that one.
Actually, it'd be
the
farther than
line
that,
of the
Mark,
shadow.
because the moon itself is 250,000 miles away.
Yeah,
Isn't that far?
Yes, so it'd be way
Yeah.
far. It's
Like
200,
if-
like
How many
it's
miles?
400,
it's like
400
200.
times the distance.
It's like
is-
240,000 and some change, I think.
The moon is in
Well, the
Arizona. That's
eclipse
where they
is
filmed it.
only actually as
Oh, for
far as the moon because it's the moon that's getting in the way.
Yeah, and if we didn't have the moon in the way,
Fucking
There
moon.
wouldn't be an eclipse.
exactly.
The
Yeah.
moon. It's in Arizona. That's where they filmed it.
I
moon-
think it starts
moon
in the
surface.
south and goes north. Starts in the southwest and goes northeast.
Yes,
Yes, it
Alexa,
does.
Turn on 3D printer.
Okay.
but
Yeah.
not in a straight line. It'll be an arc.
But if you're
No,
if
it's
you're
not in a straight.
Indianapolis,
It moves
if
like
you're
that.
if you're
Well,
near
if it's going
Indianapolis,
towards the
you'll
northeast,
see.
wouldn't it end up somewhere near
totality.
Paul?
What was that?
If you
if
if you're
it's
near
going-
Indianapolis,
Okay,
Indiana,
one
you
at a
will see-
time.
One at a time.
Mark, you go
do it.
first.
If it's going towards the northeast, wouldn't it end up somewhere near Paul?
No.
It doesn't. It's
Seeing as
starting
how he's in
almost-
the northeast.
He's not in the Northeast.
He's more. He's probably
He's north.
I'd
North of
say
it.
Midwest.
Is he?
I'd say Paul's Midwest. What do you think, Paul?
Yeah, but when it moves, it will move. He'll be south of it.
Paul's
no.
on Eastern time. How can he be in the Midwest?
Well, they just call it the Midwest. I think Paul knows something about that.
Let me look. It might go up near Paul, but
The 100% line one. It's 100, 80, 60, 40, 20, and 0. So you've got that line that if you want to be in the 100 is when you see all the good stuff. Because I've seen one lot of 100 and a couple in the 80s and a couple in the 60s.
yeah, I may be wrong. Let me look.
I haven't seen one since I was in elementary in 5th grade. I think it was 5th grade. We made the glasses for it
Yeah.
to look at
Paul,
it.
do you know how
That's the
close
last
you're going to
time I
be
saw one.
But what?
to the eclipse?
No,
Let me
I'm
look
not
here.
tracking the eclipse. I'm 71-year-old man that could just barely get up and get around.
Actually, Paul is about as close to the path of the eclipse as I am.
There you go. You watch it twice.
What percentage
Yeah.
would he think he'd be at? Like 80?
What percentage are you
70?
looking at
So
going overhead?
Oh, I don't know. I'm looking at the path of totality.
They don't have the. I know on the on the NASA site they tell you 100,
um,
80, 60.
He is going to be 98.4. So if you go outside, Paul, you're going to get a pretty good
Ooh.
eclipse.
Well, it's a cloud deck is going to be here all week.
It's
This is
not
a month
until
away.
A month
the middle of
away?
April.
8th of April.
Hell, I
let's get
may
up.
not be around the 8th of April.
Of course you will.
you'll be here.
You, guys,
98.4.
you guys
You-
watch it.
Shut
Yeah,
up,
we
you
will.
grouchy old fart.
Yes. I don't need anybody telling me what to do. Get off my lawn.
Yeah, get off my lawn.
Hmm. So, how far is Paul from the East Coast then?
A ways.
Uh,
About 2,500 miles, aren't, no, about 1,500 miles to the
Mm.
East Coast from here.
Is it?
yeah.
Wow.
Yeah, he'd be almost inward, and to get there, you'd have to go.
I would have thought with that he'd have been almost on Central Time then.
Probably
Well,
close to it.
just west of me is Central Time.
Yeah,
Right.
just.
Cause like 6 to 8 hours, Albany, New York to Toronto.
But you're going that way rather than completely west. Sorry, completely east. Sorry, everything's all on a different.
Toronto is about 5 to 6 hours east of me.
Well, the bus driver's got it.
Okay, so you're west.
Winning.
Yeah, bus driver does have the phone. Sarah's
Oh,
mom's on
great.
the phone with him, so
So it's,
Hi,
we're
Chuck.
gonna win here.
he was like,
How
every
is it?
time I tried to turn it on, it asked me for a fingerprint.
What's up, Chuck?
I just told him where he was at too. I said, "You're over on Avenue A."
And he said, "How
What,
did you
Sarah
know,
leave a phone on the bus?
Yeah, my son
Oh.
did.
son?"
All right.
So I've been tracking the school bus, but when you track an Android on Google, it will tell you what network it's connected to and everything, and it's still connected to the bus Wi-Fi. So that's how I knew
Yeah.
it was still on the bus. Plus, every time I refreshed it, it was moving. So
Yeah.
You're lucky the bus has Wi-Fi.
It's a good job it was a school
pick
bus,
up
so
the
you'd
cellular.
never have got it back.
It'd still pick up the next cellular tower.
oh, you best believe, Mark, if I found went to somebody's house, I'd have been showing up there at the sheriff's department. Want my fucking phone back. I'd have been in the car as soon as Sarah got home, heading right to their house.
Mm.
Tim's
Man.
bugging me to eat some real food. So, okay, Tim, here we go.
Oh, for fuck's sake.
Ooh,
Ice
I
cream
like those.
or donuts.
Yes.
Is this what you're talking about, Tim?
Mm.
Yeah.
I got my Air 2S and flew the Sphere. What? I thought they gave you a
think-
refund, or did he go buy another one?
Oh, no, Lance bought
Was
another
that
one.
Lance?
Oh, okay. Yeah.
Second, when you said that, I thought he flew his Air 2S over the Sphere in Las Vegas. I'm like, how did he do that? And I forgot the Sphere is the Insta360 device.
Right. That's short,
Oh,
yeah.
Well, from what Tom said, because he lives in Vegas, you can fly over the strip, but you have to get like all the advanced authorizations and all that
Yeah,
shit.
you have to get all the paperwork.
And
yeah,
have
you
to be
need a permit.
I think Bob Dempsey's done it, hasn't he?
Yeah, because
Yeah.
Tom said when they do their meetup in Vegas, he said if you're 107 to get all that done beforehand, and he's got a spot that they're going to fly out of to fly over the strip.
Hmm.
I think the Sphere is only just above 400 feet, though, so you can get close to the top without
But
going
again,
over it.
if you're a 107, you can go 400 above that.
The 400.
yeah.
You might not be able to because how close it is to the airport, though. 'Cause you gotta remember,
yeah.
the international
Oh, yeah.
airport for Vegas butts
No,
up
you
right
can't.
next to the strip.
400
Yeah.
max. It's
Phew.
the airspace.
Yeah. Unfortunately, the airport butts up like right by the strip. So
You got to be in uncontrolled, and that's controlled.
Okay.
Very much.
It's a little bit different here.
Oh, well,
Plus
then I
there's
could
the-
fly there because every time I fly, I'm uncontrolled.
Yeah. That's correct. Yes.
My God, Vegas, like the strip's full of helicopters and everything else. I mean, that's
well,
Yeah.
plus you got a lot of military jets that fly in and out of that airport
Yeah.
too. So
a lot of stuff going.
Yeah, I don't think they fly that low, though. There.
that's where the
s-
the famous Janet terminal is. That's the planes that are
Yes.
all unmarked with no tail numbers or anything, and they fly in and out of
Exactly.
Area
The
51.
famous Janet Airlines.
oh, isn't that
they're-
the one that goes to
The Area
yeah,
51.
it goes to
Area
that
51.
place.
They
You know
they
that place?
they're just all white planes with the red strip down them, and they
Yeah.
have no tail numbers or anything on them.
Yeah,
They're the
there's
only
nothing on them.
They're some of the only planes in the country that have like no, they don't have to have any markings or anything on them. They have no tail numbers, nothing.
They're, so they're still running that flight?
Yeah, they run them in and out
Wow.
because they have
And
two
you know,
ways.
you know where it, and you don't know where it lands.
They have two different ways they get into the base. Some people ride buses, and those are the people that are afraid of flying. They'll actually bus them out there.
Yeah, because it's a
And,
private terminal. It's a private terminal at Las
It's called
Vegas
the,
Airport.
yeah, it's called the Janet Terminal.
Yeah. And
It's
it's land Area 51 and Tonopah. The Tonopah.
Is Area
Apparently-
51 in the Nevada desert?
Yes.
Yep.
Yes.
Yeah.
So is Vegas.
There used to be
Yeah, I know Vegas was.
there used to be a visible point where you could go up on this mountain, and it was about 30, 40 miles from the base. And if you had a good enough camera with a lens, you could zoom in, or a telescope, you could
they
zoom
cut
in
that
on
off.
it. But they've now annexed that portion of property, so now you can't get up there.
Oh. Because there's a documentary where he goes up there.
Yeah, you can't
Yeah,
get up
so
on that hill
That's
no
cut
more.
off now. Because you can't get anywhere near Area 51 or the Tonopah test range.
Yeah, the main
Anywhere near those
gates,
two.
the main gate's actually like 20 or 30 miles from the actual base.
They've moved the gate even further back.
Yeah. So
I
when
think
you get
it's-
to the
They've moved it another 10. They've annexed another 10 miles in between it.
and then when you get up to the, like, you'll see plain white trucks all over the mountains just driving around, and it's all
Yeah.
private security contractors like Blackwater, people like that.
And they have guns.
So
More than
if-
guns, they have rifles.
If they've expanded that base, I wonder how big their land is that they have now. You know?
Well, you've got three. Well, you basically got three sites. You've got Area 51, you've got Tonopah Test Range, and you've got Papoose Lake, which is Area S4.
And there's a naval base out there that's in the middle of the desert.
As you keep going
Yeah, that
around.
makes sense, doesn't it?
Yeah. Do
That
the
must-
math on that one.
Well, they have a bombing range out there.
Hmm.
And then you got 29 Palms, you got Edwards Air Force Base, the two
Yeah.
Marine bases, you got Fort
Yeah.
Irwin.
It must be research and development, I would think, right?
They had to
Whereabouts
expand the
is Camp
base.
But at the
David?
same time, if they've got nothing to hide, why is
Andrew,
it getting
that's where they
qualified
take all the UFOs.
then? Yeah,
Yeah, they had to expand the base because UFOs are getting larger.
yeah, they're getting too many of them. They're storing too many.
Do we send signals out to outer space telling all the aliens they can only crash in Area 51?
Yes, exactly. The only
Probably.
spot
Well, they got an alien beacon there.
Kind of like the bat signal, right?
Yep.
That light.
Whereabouts is Camp David?
They send out a signal telling all the aliens that Doug Sisk is at Area 51, and that's the only
Camp
reason
David
they're
is
coming
in
here anyway,
Maryland.
is to meet Doug Sisk, and that's why they go there.
Donald,
exactly. He's the ambassador.
Donald, isn't Camp David in Maryland?
Actually, Joe would know that because Joe was.
Yeah, I don't know.
I think so.
I'm not sure
Yeah,
where
no one-
Camp David's at.
Maryland, I think.
Maryland.
Whereabouts is
I know
Maryland?
I know all the bases in Southern California because I live there. 90% of the students that went to my school, their parents either worked for the military or they were in the military. Like at least, probably 99% of the kids in my school. Because see, our school district was very fortunate because there were so many military kids there. We got like new buses, we got new computers, new books every year. That was because the military gave a lot of
Okay.
money to our school
I'm going to
district.
jump off, so
Where are you jumping to?
I've got a private conference.
Answer
to go
scheduled.
to.
Yeah, right
Yeah.
now.
Okay, well,
Not
You
on
know-
not on YouTube. If you're still here in an hour, I'll jump back on.
Private
Good-
lap
good.
dance.
good luck with the anal exam.
Yeah.
How long?
But,
Answer 2 minutes of
So
Bye-bye.
whereabouts in the States is Maryland?
Maryland,
East
Maryland's
Coast
on the
around
East
DC.
Coast.
East
Yeah.
Coast, Maryland is I don't think, Maryland doesn't touch the coast, does it? It's just in from the coast.
Baltimore does. Baltimore.
Yeah, Baltimore does hit the coast.
Yeah.
Yeah. So is it below Washington then?
I think it's above it, isn't it?
I think it's
Yes.
above
Yeah,
it
I
too.
think it's a
It's,
little
Yeah,
above.
it's
above
south of
Little bit
it's
above.
south of Washington.
It's south of Washington?
I thought
I had to
north
look
of
at a map.
Washington was Canada.
No,
we got-
not Washington.
we
We're
got
talking about
land.
Washington,
Oh,
D.C.
north of Seattle's Canada, isn't it?
No, Mark, we're talking about Washington, D.C., not the state Washington. There's two different
District
ones.
of Columbia.
Washington
Yeah.
State's on the west coast. Washington D.C. is on the east coast.
Yeah, we're talking about D.C., not the state.
Tim,
My
Tim
geography of
Jackson.
America is not massive. I know where California is, I know where Florida is, and I know where New York is and New Jersey. But all the bits in the middle, God knows.
Yeah, the two bases that I mainly spent a lot of time at were the two Marine bases and Fort Irwin. 29 Palms was right on the other side of the mountains from us. We used to get the sonic booms all the time from the bombing range out there. My dad, we lived right on the other side of the mountains from the bombing range, so at least once or
What year?
twice a day, the house would shake like a motherfucker.
What year was that?
What, that I lived out there?
Yeah.
From 85 all the way up till early 2000s.
So that was when Dre was up there.
Yeah, but it would have been around that time, yeah.
Yeah. Dre would have been up there.
But like I said, we lived right on the other side of the mountains from the bombing range. There was a mountain range right between us and the bombing range. And so once or twice a day, the house would go, the whole fucking house would shake.
I left there in late 78.
No, I never saw anything weird in the skies, Tim, because I was used to it. But now they used to shoot up those flares on the other side of the mountains where the bombing range is
All the
with
time.
the parachutes, and they would sit and float. And all these jackasses on the freeway would pull over because they would think they were fucking UFOs. I'm like, they're just fucking flares.
Yeah. The suckers be up all the time.
Oh yeah, you'd see lines of them up in the air, and then they come down on parachutes super slow, and it just lights up the whole fucking sky.
Are there a
used to have
lot of UFO sightings up there, Paul?
Where?
Up by you? Are there a lot of UFO sightings?
No.
Yeah, UFOs
Every
aren't
once in
allowed
a
to go
great
in
while,
Canada.
most all the UFOs are out Midwest to West.
Yeah, people that weren't used to being around their rigger, they'd be like, "Oh my god, look at that!" And I'm like, "Dude, they're just flares. Relax yourself."
Yeah.
Like, dude, I was so used to hearing jets and helicopters and shit. So it's just, dude, you didn't even pay attention to it half the time because you were so used to it. Like I said, at least once or twice a day, our house would shake violently, like just boom, like because we were just used to it. Like,
You could set your watch to it.
well, no, it wasn't. It'd be random, just random. But it would, and sometimes you might go a few days without one. But yeah, sometimes most of the time is you at least once or twice a day you'd feel them, depending on how big of a bomb they dropped, or if they were doing like I think they did the howitzers out there too, if I'm not mistaken. I think they do that artillery out there as well.
Yeah, they do all of it.
Yeah.
Short time ago, I heard that we are working on another bomb more powerful than the atomic bomb, the next generation.
I'm
About that. Our most powerful bomb is what, 120 times bigger than Hiroshima, Nagasaki. Those are the ones that are on the submarines. Those are the most powerful ones, the ones that are deployed on submarines. And then the ICBMs that are up where up there where Ron lives, those are about 20 times more powerful.
Yeah.
come back in.
Did you know-
now
did you know
'cause it
one-
started raining?
Did you know one U.S. submarine fully armed with 20 Trident missiles? Or not Tridents, I can't remember what they're called, but they're actually,
And that was
it'd be one submarine actually is the sixth most powerful nuclear power in the
Mhm.
world. Just one sub equals the sixth most powerful nuclear power in the world.
Windows behind me, JD.
oh, so much
Hey.
for it being a nice day today. I mean,
Behind me,
right,
JD.
it's dark now, but it's just started raining.
Yeah,
So Justin, your best friend was in front of Congress today.
Oh,
Miley. General
Miley.
Miley.
Millie?
Millie.
Yeah, jackass.
Well, you know what he did?
What?
He threw Biden under the bus.
for
He said he
for
was-
which
he was the
topic?
problem
Good,
with
maybe-
Afghanistan.
Good. Maybe Biden will fire his ass. Be the one good thing
okay.
Biden did.
He threw him under the bus for what topic? Security. or what?
Afghanistan to pull out.
Oh,
Like,
Yeah, he's gonna throw him under the bus because he's protecting himself.
But there was a good point about how they said we left all that equipment behind. Well, anybody that knows military equipment knows that they are extremely high maintenance. So for every hour that fucking thing's out, whatever it be a helicopter, a plane, Humvee, anything, there's like 10 hours for every hour it's out. You have to do maintenance on it. And the thing is any equipment that was left behind, that shit's only going to last so long, and then they're not going to be able to get parts for it, and they'll all start breaking down eventually, and then they won't be able to use them anyway, because 99% of parts for all U.S. military equipment's made in the U.S. So,
because I know during Iraq, our Chinooks regularly came back here like every 6 months to be dedusted and redone from
And-
all the way from the shell up.
and not to mention, if you watch some of the videos when we left Afghanistan, a lot of the military guys were going around to all the like the helicopters, anything they were leaving behind, and they were pulling out key components out of them. They were pulling like different key components out of there to make them as unflyable as possible. You could see the guys just ripping shit out of the helicopters and stuff and hauling ass with it, destroying them. They were trying to destroy as much as they could.
We could have
son
just fired
tells me-
weapons at him.
Well, they could have. My son tells me about the maintenance on these aircraft that he's part of the group now. And he says 80 hours. 80 hours they gotta ground it and work on it for about 10 hours. Every aircraft.
I don't know, Rigger. It's Afghanistan. There's really not a lot of infrastructure there. I don't think they really. They could have stuff like that, but I don't know. But like I said, most military equipment for every hour it's out, it has a lot of hours of maintenance in order to keep it maintained properly. Especially
Yeah, it is
like
true.
Joe said, airplanes, helicopters, those are the ones that have to do a lot of maintenance on.
Yeah, he was saying that they're getting ready to send these planes up to Alaska, and he said, and they're all right at the border of 80 hours. He said,
up,
so they're
Steve?
gonna have to make a choice, either do them soon as they get there, or have to do them right before they do it a little bit early, right before they leave, you know?
Oh, I know you know,
Trying to
Rigger.
figure out how they're gonna do it. Steve, hey, Steve. And rigor mortis, your stiffness.
I mean, shit, an aircraft carrier to do two deployments in an 18-month period. It's like what, 6 months it has to be in dock to get refitted and everything
Yeah,
and restocked.
but
It's like a 6-month maintenance period for every 18
so-
months it's out.
Yeah, that's kind of sucks on.
Well, they've been debating about that lately. Because half of our submarines are currently in dry dock.
I think we got like 668 submarines. It's like 60 something.
I know there's at least 4 right now currently in dry dock, and one of them was supposed to have been out of dry dock 4 years ago. They're several years behind on their schedule.
Quiet.
I got a phone call. I'll be back.
Yeah, Rigger, that's true. So how you doing down there, Don?
Me?
Yes, you.
Oh, is Dominic not on here? Dominic had to leave a minute ago. I heard him say
Yeah.
that.
Yeah, Dominic.
Yeah, I'm doing okay.
Yeah, Dominic had a private lap dance. Go do it.
Mark, we apologize in advance for the impending weather.
Our impending weather is usually rain, whether we like it or not.
Oh. Hi, Dominic.
Yeah, you guys are kind of like Washington State. They get a lot of rain.
Yeah.
Well, on CB, you know how they always give nicknames to various cities. Well, Manchester is known as the rainy city.
Sounds like Seattle, Washington.
We get quite a bit of rain in Florida, but there is like a 4-month or 5-month period where it's kind of very sporadic.
Yours
do
is
have-
more.
In the
Yours is
summertime.
more the. Justin, yours is more the pop-ups.
Yeah, but we have summertime. Like in the summertime is when we get a lot of rain, as that's when hurricane season and all that starts.
Speaking of which,
Everything
Any
has to be a
word?
song.
any word on what the prediction is for the hurricane season this year?
Nope. But they're usually wrong anyway. They'll say, "Oh, it's going to be bad this year," and then there will be hardly anything. So it's hard to say.
Was that another British song, Don?
In the summertime, Mungo Jerry.
Yeah.
That's a good song.
Were they British?
I think so.
Oh,
Summertime. the
something
weather
Don
is
doesn't
hot.
actually know.
Don doesn't know. Oh my God.
I didn't think they were British.
I don't know.
I told you the name. Come on, that's yeah, Justin. There is lots of
That's
stuff
only
I do
half,
not know.
Don, that's only half an answer, my friend.
I'm saying this kind of stuff you usually know right offhand. So.
Yeah, he spits it out. He can sing it
Yep,
word for
Mungo
word.
Jerry's a British rock band.
Yep.
Yep.
So are the Beatles.
Who?
Well, were.
The Beatles.
Beatles. Who's the Beatles?
I'm drawing a
John
blank.
Lennon,
Donald Trump.
Harrison.
The originators of Donald's Dune Buggy.
They did Hey Jude.
The originators of my Dune buggy.
Yeah. Made from a Volkswagen
Yep.
Beetle.
Oh, you're talking.
Oh,
about
okay,
Yellow
yeah, gotcha. It's a
Submarine.
beetle. Yeah,
A Beatle.
it's a beetle. Sorry, I'm got my attention kind of split here. So
Editing again.
Beatles are one of those
Oh.
groups, so that
Maybe I
Yeah,
just suck.
every generation's gonna at least know who they were.
Yeah, but every generation that goes by, it'll start to fade more and more.
Eh,
Is that a Jackson I see?
Howdy.
Hey,
Oh.
hey, there he is.
What's up?
And
What's
Tim,
up? How you doing, Mark? Andrew, Justin, Donald,
Uh,
Joe, Paul? Did you take your meds?
No, I got to take those yet, but I did eat. I did have something to eat.
what did you eat besides chocolates?
Tomorrow in
That's not
Portland,
food.
there will be snow flurries.
Yeah.
High of 34
yes, it
degrees.
is. It's sugar.
West.
Oh my god. Not good.
What are you having for dinner, Paul?
Oh, I had a breakfast bowl.
Yes, it's better than chocolates.
Mhm.
Well, I had the breakfast bowl first because I was being a good boy. Then I had the chocolates,
Mike.
and then I'm going to follow it up with some ice cream.
And why not?
Jesus. Just hearing what
Only
he eats, I'm
because
starting.
my good friend Tim says you need to get some ice cream in you.
Just hearing what you eat, I start to shake. Fuck me dead. I think my blood goes low. Jesus.
Ice cream's
Or
good.
sugar.
Can you
Ice
get
cream.
donuts with an ice cream filling?
No,
Think so.
No,
you
they
can get ice cream.
got a custard filled.
Oh,
Okay.
yeah, we can
get
get
ice cream.
custard ones.
You can
Not
get
that
ice
I'm
cream.
aware.
Cake.
Not that I'm aware, Mark, but that's not a bad idea.
Because
That
there's
is
a
a good idea.
cake that's called an Arctic roll, which is just a thin layer of cake around a block of ice cream.
Sounds good. I don't like ice cream
Sounds
though.
sounds like it's 80% ice cream. Like an ice
More
cream
like
cake.
90.
I put 20%, around the edges for the
It's-
cake.
It's I mean, an Arctic roll's probably about 3 inches in diameter and normally about 6-7 inches long. And the cake part of it's only half an inch thick round it. The rest
Oh,
is all
oh,
ice cream.
Oh, so
Oh, it's-
they're not huge. They're not huge.
No, no.
Tim, I was able to find the
Like a Swiss roll.
box that my Raspberry Pi was in, so I put it back in there.
I couldn't hear anything you said. What'd you say?
I said I was able to find the box that I took the Raspberry Pi out. I misplaced it, but I found it. So I was
Alrighty.
able to put the Raspberry Pi back in there.
Because I was going to send you one of those boxes I got.
Yeah, I found it today. I put it up in the closet and forgot where I put it, but I ended up finding it. So
Alrighty.
I just took all the other stuff out of it and put it back in there.
Justin, just don't put everything in the closet. Just
Everything
speaking
came
from
out of his
experience.
closet. Everything
Did you
came out
get-
of his closet.
Did you get any of the Beatles films showing a lot over there?
Oh, Beatles were big over
Yeah.
here back in the day.
Oh yeah.
Well, you remember the old guy that plays Paul McCartney's dad?
Paul,
I
do
was
you?
It's
certainly-
been so long since I've watched a Beatles movie.
He was certainly in Help.
Last one I saw was Hard Day's Night.
But that's the same guy that plays the dad in Steptoe and Son.
I watched a lot of Monkeys. Their shows.
Oh,
growing
yeah.
up.
Well, Davy Jones, his grandmother used to live about quarter of a mile away from where I am.
Oh, really? So you might have
Mm.
saw David Jones then.
I'm not sure how old he is.
Do you
He
have
was Probably
other
more
I think-
likely to have been seen by my mum and dad.
I
You
think
have
he's
other-
passed.
Mark, do
I
you
don't
have
think
other-
he's still around.
No, Davy Jones
no,
is
I
dead.
think-
Both Davy Joneses
Yeah.
are dead.
All of them died, didn't they? All
Well,
of
if
the
you
monkeys, they're
Well,
passed.
if you count
No.
Davy Jones's locker, you got him. He's dead. If you count Davy Jones from the Monkees, he's dead. And if you count David Jones, David Bowie, he's dead as well.
Was
Oh,
David
yeah.
Bowie really called David Jones?
David Bowie's real name was David Jones.
Alright.
Yes.
Didn't know that. I
Are
thought his
any
name
of
was
the
actually
monkeys still
Bowie.
alive? Are
There
any of
was-
the monkeys still alive?
Mike Nesmith.
Yeah, Mike Nesmith is still alive. He's the only one.
Really?
Wait, is Mickey Dolenz? Did he pass?
Mickey Dolenz.
Mickey
I know
passed
one-
too. I'm pretty sure.
One,
Like 5 years
I
ago.
know one died like
And who
about
was
a
the
year ago.
fourth?
Peter Tork.
That's it.
Peter
The one
Tork.
with the weird looking nose.
Yeah.
Played the banjo. Arguably the best musician of the bunch. And Mike Nesmith, did you know his mother invented whiteout for typewriters?
Really?
Oh, really?
Yep.
Shit.
I mean,
There you go.
what we call Tipex.
Yeah.
Liquid paper.
Yeah.
Yep.
She invented that. I'm pretty sure that was correct.
That's pretty cool.
I say shit, and then I'm like, start questioning myself. It's like, is that true?
Oh God, was I right? Yeah.
Well,
Please let me be right, or I'm
I
gonna
usually
look
am,
like
but-
dead.
Oh, shit. 5 a.m. start. Jesus.
Oh, one of my ancestors actually invented
The
the
hula hoop.
solar compass
Sorry.
What?
for surveying.
Sorry.
The what?
Invented the
Silver.
solar compass for surveying.
Oh right, yeah. I didn't hear the first word, but yeah. We don't use solar compasses in surveying very much now.
Nope. They use jigs.
Isn't the solar compass pretty much the same as a sextant?
Pretty much. Has the same bevel on it. Or you go up and, yeah.
Or filament, Joe?
Because surveying was part of what I did.
Cool. I know a
Huge.
surveyor that goes all over Australia. He's still doing it.
Uh-huh.
Old bugger.
What is he, 70s, Tim? Or
Pretty sure close to 80s or whatever. But he never stops. He just goes all over Australia. Has like 5 houses.
more power to
Crazy.
him?
Yeah. Hey, he's a good bloke. Like, he did most of the highways in Queensland.
It's a lot easier now than it used to be.
That
Oh,
power is
is.
not good for
Are
your
we all in
eyes.
the same order now?
It's a
Justin's
lot
at the
easier
far
now
right,
because
then
it's
Donald,
a lot.
then Captain Joe, and then me, and then going down from me, Mark White,
yeah,
Andrew, and Tim.
as long as you didn't unlock that in the settings, it should still be the same.
Well, on YouTube, there's only you, Joe, Don, and Andrew.
Right, that's because you guys, some of us have our cameras turned off, that's why.
Yeah.
Mm.
But on our screens, it should all be the same. The only
Okay.
reason Mark can't see everybody is because he's on speaker view.
Yeah.
That's
Yep.
it. Now, Mark,
Oh,
turn your
No, I
phone
can't see.
sideways.
I can't see
can't
the
because
YouTube
he's-
chat if I do that.
Yeah, he's got a YouTube pulled up. He's got it minimized.
Oh, Michael's here. Hello, Michael.
Because you can minimize Zoom and go to YouTube.
Yeah, I
I
ain't
used to
doing
do
that. That's too much.
I used to do it on Zoom all the time.
Did you see the fact Vic reported about Vicky Dolan's? First to walk on a lava bed of Calaweo and Crocs.
I did not know that.
Mm-mm.
What you won't learn on this channel there, Tim.
I'm telling you,
Doesn't do,
man, I'm getting smarter by the minute.
doesn't do your feet any good.
Yeah, burn it a little bit. Couple blisters.
I just took my pills, Tim.
Very good,
I know
sir.
we-
Very good.
We had one guy who was a diabetic who had neuropathy in his feet, like I've got, and they just laid
Hey, cool cat.
fresh asphalt down for a
Yeah, more
road,
spicy stuff you don't need.
and he walked on it, and it melted the bottom of his shoes and really badly
Oh.
burnt his feet because he didn't realize it was still hot.
I lost 5 boots, or the soles on my boots, within 6 months working on the highway on asphalt. In
Ouch.
6 months.
You gotta use either U.S. Marine or U.S. Army boots, man. Those things will take a fucking
Now
beating.
they got
They won't
boots over
take
here.
that temperature, believe
They
me.
got boots over here called 360s.
A lot of
I
the
used to
guys
wear
on
them,
the
and they lasted like 2 years on asphalt. They would take
California.
300.
Oh, go ahead.
Go ahead, you can talk now. I'm done.
No, I was saying in California, a lot of the rail workers would get boots from the military base because they could. All the other boots, even Red Wings, all those, dude, they would just wouldn't last out there on the working on the rails. My
The
dad used to get
360s work good.
water.
You get
My dad
many roads
used to
of-
get boots for some of them.
Yeah. Do you get many roads made out of concrete over there?
They're starting to do more
Yeah.
freeways now, like that. Not too many regular roads, but freeways. Yeah, you're seeing a lot more concrete ones now.
There's a bunch in the south with concrete.
They get damned annoying because of all the expansion joints they've got to put in because they can
That's-
only make the slabs so big.
That's what
Concrete
I was gonna
highway.
say.
Yeah, concrete highways are annoying because usually you get that loud ass whistle noise when you're driving down them.
They're the worst.
Oh yeah, the friction noise. Yeah,
And then
Yeah.
after
That's
after a
'cause of the
while you heard
stippling
the
in the
ka-dunk,
concrete to give it
ka-dunk,
grip.
ka-dunk, ka-dunk.
Yeah, all you'll hear is that constant whistle noise the entire time you're driving down it.
Mm.
Now they crack a lot too. Going from heat to cold, heat to cold, heat to cold.
Yeah, and the trouble is when they get water in them and it freezes and expands, then it really knackers them up.
We use nothing but asphalt on the roads anymore now.
Most of
Well-
ours are macadam. It's only the major roads that use an asphalt.
Mm.
Well, they got some really cool machines that I was watching that what it does is it now they do is it eats up the road and then it just pretty much pulls up the old asphalt and then relays it back down behind it.
Oh yeah, they do that here.
Yeah, I've seen some really cool machines that
That's
do that.
it's called a cold planer.
Yeah, and then they just add a little bit as if they need to, you know, they kind of add a little bit of fresh in there as it's laying it down.
It's called something different here. You have they lay out the powder and then they mix it up and it lays the road behind it. It's pretty cool.
Yeah, a cold planer rips the old asphalt up in front of it, then melts it again, and then lays it again behind it.
Now, what's that called? It's called a stabilizer. So you have a water tank in front, and then now hold on, water tank in back of the machine. Stabilizer sets up and then drops, and then you have the powder in front going up to like 500 meters, and it churns it. And as it's churning, it relays. It's pretty
Yeah,
cool.
heats the fuck up out of it
Mm.
Yeah,
and it kind of remelts it down.
yeah, it's called a stabilizer. It's pretty cool.
Oh, it's a good
Watch.
way to recycle it, and then you, if you have to, you just add a little bit in as needed.
Mm. Yeah, but I mean, asphalt has the stones mixed in with it, whereas the bitumen macadam ones, they lay the bitumen and then they put the stones on top and roll them into it.
I have one.
Yeah, Justin, did you see Rigger's link for the boots? The 511 boots the military uses?
Actually, those aren't that expensive. To be honest with you, Red Wings will cost you twice as much as that.
Yeah.
I saw a bunch of them were 150 and up.
Yeah, the pair of Red Wings that I have will cost you about $250, $300. That's actually a reasonable price, around 150, because most companies will give you anywhere between a $80 to $120 what do they call it, where they give you like a voucher towards your boots, and then you just pay the rest out of your paycheck every week. You pay a little bit, pay like
Does
$5 or
Tim-
$10.
Does
We
Timberland
get
make anything
80%
that
back.
heavy?
What
We get
the hell
80%.
is that?
We used
We
to
get
get a
80%. Good.
I was gonna say we used to get $120 voucher, and then whatever past that you had to cover, but they would pull out like $10 out of each paycheck till they were paid off. But they would pay everything up front, so you didn't have to pay anything out of pocket right away.
Hello again, Michael. I did say it before, but I don't know whether you would.
80%'s not bad though, Tim. That's pretty good. We got about 50% to what the boots cost.
Yeah, but we don't get that back until the end of the year.
But you didn't have to pay nothing up front, right? Do they cover
Yeah, dude.
everything? Oh, see, ours, they gave us a voucher plus they covered the rest of it, and then we just paid out of our paychecks every week until they were paid off.
Everybody else does, like all the road crews and everything, and the people that we're protecting. Yeah, they get it all. We're the lowest. The traffic controllers in Queensland are the lowest in Australia. We get $32 an hour, and the people down or out west, down south, they get 120 a year, 120,000 a year. We're the lowest paid.
But that's not like I said, those boots are actually very well priced. I mean, for work boots. That's actually not a bad. That's actually not a bad price.
I paid $200 for my boots.
Yeah, like
Right.
most of these are like 120, 160. That's not a bad price for a good pair of work boots.
Yeah, there's a set that's 185.
Plus, they have a
Donald's
10%
getting
off
that.
coupon you can get.
Donald's getting that look in his eyes again. He's going to have to go walk and rest his eyes for a bit.
Do you have Oliver's over there? Oliver boots?
Talk about me?
Yeah.
We might, but I've never heard of them.
I wasn't.
They're the best.
Oh,
I probably
have-
should. I was I'm just kind of stuck here editing, and I wasn't even thinking that I should rest my eyes. But thanks for the reminder.
You start seeing things that aren't there after a while, don't you?
That's on Amazon.
Yeah, I was married twice. I understand. My brain started quick. Shit. They're doing concrete today. They're doing a pour on the pylons.
Well, you don't want it raining then.
And it started That was the principal contractor that called me up. He's not happy.
I can imagine he's not.
I don't know if they got rolls of plastic covered it or not, but they got another algae coming. Oh, yeah, 3 coming. That's why we had to be here at 5 instead of 6:30.
What
using
time is
the
it there
concrete.
now, Tim?
8:30 a.m.
Oh, wow.
They're using the concrete as a
So you're just
subbase.
getting started.
Well, I started at 5 a.m.
Yeah, but
But,
you go till when?
5. Usually 5 or 6.
You got 7.5 hours more left to go.
About, yeah. Yeah. So we had to let the concrete pump in this morning. Then the algae showed up. Well, the tester showed up. Then the algae started coming in.
Well, do you do nuclear density testing?
Yeah, the tester does it. Yep.
Mm.
Yeah,
Do
and
they
then he
usually-
picks them up the next day.
Do they usually show up in that order, Tim, or?
Yes, concrete pump first sets up because that takes a little while. Then the tester comes, waits for the first algae, gets a sample from
Makes
every
a
algae. Well,
cube.
usually 2 or 3. Yeah.
The fuck is an algae?
Agitator.
Oh, okay. I
Concrete.
know.
Concrete truck, cement
Okay.
truck.
Okay, I know what you're talking about now.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, they always yeah. Any good job's gonna definitely test the concrete
Other
beforehand.
side.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well,
You have to take
they test
cubes, let them dry out for a while and set, and then try and crush them.
it. Yeah, he left 3 cylinders up top by the gate, so he'll pick them up tomorrow.
Yeah, especially if you're doing industrial work, you definitely want to do that. You don't
Well,
want to build a building and then realize that it's sitting on fucking crumbly ass concrete.
you should see the thickness of the pad that's going to go on these pylons. Knock me dead. It's going to be a big pad.
Do you think it's thick enough?
Yeah, it's thick enough. It's funny because the guy that came and tested, he yelled out my name. I was like, "The fuck?"
During
Went over
sex?
to him and I know the owner of the company, and he's his son. It's pretty ironic.
It's like, Tim.
So he yelled out your name,
They call me Jacko,
Tim?
short for Jackson.
Tim?
Oh,
Tim.
Yes, yes,
He yells out your name
yes.
during sex?
No.
Yeah, I know.
Don't
where you're
answer
going.
that, Tim. Don't answer.
I don't care. I don't care. I know what he's going at. It's all right.
Is this
It's okay.
your boyfriend that we've heard about?
No, I stipulated who it was before I said it, so you didn't have a reply. But of course, you made up a reply, so that's all good.
Well,
Well, he didn't deny the boyfriend though.
yeah, it doesn't mean he's not your boyfriend.
Oh my god! Sorry, I don't
He's-
swing that way.
And he still
Maybe
has not
you-
denied it.
Maybe you swing that way. I don't. I don't swing that way. Y'all are some sick pups. I'm telling you.
I've heard the shit that comes out of your mouth. Don't even.
Yeah, you hear the shit
It's
coming out of
usually
your
after-
mouth, too.
It's usually after his boyfriend boss yells out his name.
Fucking god! Damn!
Mike.
Welcome to YouTube. Fucking dude.
Night train.
Jody's talking to himself again.
I can't see the chat, so
Night
I'm
Train
lo-
said he screams out my name.
oh my god. I see Mike clipping this later. He'll be clipping it. Or Dustin.
Say my name.
Say my name. It's gonna be a long day.
It goes by quickly.
No. Fucking slow. Not doing a lot of work.
Well, what are they putting a concrete pad down for? Are they putting a stanchion in for a bridge or something?
No, they're put four pylons down for the slab for a water treatment
Uh,
facility for the new it's about $2 million worth, I think, or more.
Yeah.
I don't know.
Now, is that
mm.
the site where you're right off the ocean, right?
Yes,
Is it a reverse osmosis or whatever plant?
sort of like yeah, it's sort of,
Desalination.
Desalination.
yeah, sort of. It controls the water for Noosa and all the surrounding areas, probably 30K radius, I would say. Something like that.
But they're taking ocean water out, right?
Yes.
Okay.
Yes. You're smart, Justin. Holy crap.
Well, I know Australia actually was like one of the big users of that. Like they,
Yeah.
them and
Yeah.
I think what was it, Dubai, I think was another one.
Dubai does it as well a
Yeah.
lot, yeah.
They're building another D cell right down probably about 12 Ks from my house. They're doing a big
Dubai
one.
managed to get the golf courses.
Yeah.
But see, Dubai's problem now that they're facing is they built so much luxury shit. They don't have enough millionaires and billionaires that want to live there. And now they're facing, that's why they've canceled so many projects over the last 5 years. Because they're not getting enough people that want to move there and buy property or buy, homes and stuff. They're just because they went super high end on everything.
Even the police use Lamborghinis and Ferraris over there.
Because you every now and then you still hear about abandoned cars
I
like
don't
in the
under-
park garages, and they go over to the dealership and buy another one.
And that's the thing, Mark, is that's like so stupid because Ferraris and Lamborghinis are so high maintenance. You could get a Hellcat over here from the US that has just as much power and would be like a minuscule amount of maintenance compared to that car, one of those cars.
What is a state down south? That one sheriff, he has a 57 Chevy, and it's still like super good or something.
I have
There's
no
a
idea.
state there. There's a town down somewhere down south. That bloke is wild. It's a souped up 57 Chevy.
Because like Ferraris,
Sounds like Mississippi.
because like Ferraris and Lamborghinis are ridiculous maintenance. I mean, just ridiculous. Like it'll cost you $20,000 to change a fucking tire on the damn thing.
Okay.
Yeah, I was thinking Mississippi or Georgia or Louisiana.
Costs you about that much. Change spark plug.
That's what I'm saying. Like, why not get a good, like they'd be better off buying a bunch of Hellcats and Demons from the US, and they would have 90% less maintenance.
Yeah, there's
I guess
a
it's just a status thing, right?
there's a local police department that just bought 4 Tesla police cars, electric, and it's a very part of the area is very rural. I'm like, that's not a great idea.
I want to see it. I want to see a police station that gets nothing but Nissans, soup them up with fucking turbo and NOS, Yeah, you're getting away. Push the button. Hello, how you doing? Pull over.
That'd be
that's why
fun.
there's a lot of state troopers here in Florida now that are driving Demons and Hellcats, and these things are souped the fuck up. I
Yeah,
mean,
because they have that
they'll
chip.
they'll come by and they'll just fucking be ripping past you, just whoa, just fucking shake your car.
They have an interceptor chip in it. My buddy over here, he bought a off of an auction, and they fucked up and didn't take the chip out, and he was out running cops.
Ooh,
Oh, it was hilarious.
that's gotta be I think Tim would do that.
Fuck yeah. What happened? See ya.
I think Joe would outrun the cop.
Yeah.
In a car, maybe. No, I'm just kidding. Just kidding.
Yeah, over here in the US they tend to drive pretty, like even the Ford what is it, the Ford Explorers, I think it is, the Interceptors that they make.
Yeah, the
One of
chip
them's got
swarm,
like
yep.
one of them's got like 500 or 600 horsepower, and that's a
Oh,
fucking
yeah.
SUV.
I wonder what the compression rate is on it.
Because they have two different models. They have one that's got like 300 and something horsepower, and then they have one that's got like almost 600. It's all decked
Hey,
out.
Over
Mark,
here,
they-
they go by wattage. Over here, they go by wattage. Donald left.
Bye, Don.
Bye, Don.
Is 600 horsepower too much for the transmission and that to handle?
No, they're built for that. Ford and Dodge are like two of the biggest manufacturers. I think Ford is still the number one, but they're the two biggest manufacturers for police vehicles.
what does Cool Cat mean? Those cars are made for the 10-year-old in you.
He's talking about all the like the Hellcats and all that. It's like what
Oh,
you
the
want
race
as a
cars.
10-year-old boy.
The Dodge Demon, the
Like a
Hellcat.
Ferrari. Those are all cars that you want as a 10-year-old boy. That you dream about.
I never wanted Ferrari and shit. I was all into Mopar growing up.
Dude, even if I was a millionaire, I wouldn't want a fucking Ferrari, dude.
Me neither.
It's like I said, it's
What
too
ab-
much fucking bullshit maintenance on those things.
What about a Porsche?
No,
No. No.
I would
it's not
have me a.
Mopar.
I would
In
rather
this,
have a
in this
Hellcat, to be
world,
honest with you.
Andrew, the fancier car you drive, the more likely it'll be carjacked, stolen, sideswiped, or somebody will get pissed off and think you've got more money than brains, and they'll hack the shit out of your car.
True.
I mean, to be honest, if you're driving a $500,000 car, yeah, there's only so many places you want to drive that thing before you have to start worrying about somebody staring at you.
I wouldn't drive one in New Orleans.
No,
That's what I'm saying.
Mopar all the way. Mopar all the way.
But even Hellcats are highly sought out to be
sought
sold,
after,
too.
yeah. Well, they're
Me-
carjacking those high performance Chryslers.
Because Joe said there was a car stalking his son's police car one night, fucking following his son around in it.
Where?
Just
I've
the body
heard-
style.
And
I've heard-
Andrew, it just proves how the world has changed right before your very eyes.
Because I've heard there's some Lamborghinis around Miami.
They're shit.
Every douchebag in Miami has a Lamborghini.
And they also have usually bodyguards watching them too.
That's like completely
That's
normal to do that kind of shit in
What's-
Miami.
What's that new Corvette that they had? It was about 5 years ago. But I souped up my VY, my Commodore VY, and I was at a light and this Corvette came up next to me. I said light to light, took off, and I beat him by a car length. Like a piece of shit.
The new Corvette that came out like a year or two ago, the last couple years model, those
Oh,
things are nice. looking.
C8 in it.
oh, the lines on that, Justin. Though,
I'm
Those are
not a big
beautiful ones.
Corvette fan because I never really liked their body styles, but the new one, that
Isn't
thing
that what
looks like a
Marcus
high-end
Crawford's
car.
got? Has he got a C7 or a C8?
I have no idea.
What if they modernized the
He's got one
lines
of
in
them.
the body of the Corvette Stingray?
He's one of the people in the drunk community I never talked to or watch his stuff, so I
It's
don't know.
one of the mid-engine version of it rather than the front engine.
But that they look like the newer Corvettes definitely have like a Ferrari type look
Yeah.
to them. Like the body style is really nice on them.
Compact. It's compact though. It's
Like, I
not
was
long
not-
like it used to be.
I was never really a big fan of Corvettes. Like the one that Rod has, I hate that body style. The one that Hot Rod has,
I'm not
I hate
sure
those
which one
Corvettes.
Rod's
I
got.
think they're ugly.
And
Do what?
I think Chuck's is a C3, I think, in it,
I didn't even
Which-
like the old
which
ones.
was
Like,
a Stingray shape.
yeah, I don't
I
even
don't
like
know.
the Stingrays. I think they're ugly too. I never liked the Corvettes. I always thought they were really ugly cars.
Then which
I had mine.
type?
I had mine for a week. I couldn't afford the insurance.
My dad
Fuck
had
that.
two, I think they were 67 Stingrays in the garage for years. Just
Mine
sitting there.
was a 74 with T-tops.
I think 67 was a C2, wasn't it?
I don't know. I think they were 67s, the two he had. If I remember
Then
correctly.
which car did you think was the nicest looking of the old cars, Justin?
74.
Uh,
74
As far as
Stingrays were the
Corvettes
best.
go, the old C1
I mean,
with
I
the
liked.
shark, the shark grill.
I was always a fan, kind of a fan of Mustangs. Not all the. I didn't really like the '90s Mustangs. I did like I had an '85 hatchback Mustang when I was younger, and because it was the year I was born, I really liked the hatchback Mustangs because they're small as shit and they got the big V8 5.0 in them.
Is
Man,
that the
you
Mach
souped
1?
up-
So my head blew.
Yeah, they were the little hatchback ones. Looked like a little Geo or something. Like they were really small, little two doors. When they had the
Is that the Mach
hatchback.
1?
Oh, they would today that's considered a coupe.
Oh, I'll show you, man.
A lot of two-door cars now are called coupes.
But those were really like if you souped up one of those cars, one of those Mustangs, man, that you can get up some speed on
Yeah.
those things. So this is kind
Uh,
of similar to the
cool.
one I had, but it was white.
Cool Cat's got a good point. Oh, I remember those.
Oh, no, that was
Yeah.
after the Mach 1, that.
Yeah,
Yeah.
see, it had it's got the 5.0 and it the V8.
Mm.
And as small as that car is, I mean, they
Looks
were heavy.
absolutely nothing like a Mustang should look.
When they're tricked out though with like a body kit and everything, they look really badass.
The best thing out of that car was the suspension, the rear. That was the best thing out of that fucking car. It was a piece of shit.
You mean they changed it from a transaxle
Piece of
to
shit.
an independent suspension so that it could actually go around corners?
It's a piece of shit car. Never liked the 5.0s. They're crap.
Are you talking about the Mustangs?
Yep,
Oh,
Why?
because they're pieces of shit. I drove two of them. They're crap.
Well, don't work on your own cars then.
I did. I had a 69 Chevelle at the time. I was rebuilding that, but Lynn made me get rid of it.
No, I've seen some really badass of the little Mustangs like that tricked out, and they look awesome.
The 69 Chevelle, gorgeous.
You know what? My dream car when I was
Okay.
younger was when Fast and the Furious came out. Jesse's Volkswagen Jetta from the movie.
Oh yeah.
God,
yeah,
I
Jesse.
always love that car.
That's just a Volkswagen Golf with a boot.
That,
Yeah.
that thing was. I love that
That's
car.
That's when he got killed. Yeah.
Ooh, Jody's is a 95 Mustang 5.0.
And I think the newer
Horsepower.
Mustangs are 6.0 now, right, Jody? I think the newer ones are 6.0s now.
Don't know.
The
I'm almost
Jetta was,
100% positive.
unless they put the VR6 engine in it, the Jetta was only a 1.9.
Well, in the movie though, it was all tricked out though. Like it wasn't just your standard motor.
The
But I
VR,
just,
the
I
VR,
always, I always
VR
loved.
the 3-liter V6.
Well, see, the one reason I liked the Jetta so much from that time period was because I really liked the boxy look of it, like the boxy body style. I don't know. I always loved that Jetta, man, from the movie. They actually did a thing was like about a year or two ago. They actually somebody from the movie, I want to say it might have been Vin Diesel, fixed it back up and gave it back to him. That guy that played Jesse.
Ooh.
He didn't last long in the movie, did he?
No, because he was supposed to give his car up because he lost it in the race due to
Yeah,
pink slips,
got
and then he
shot.
he took off running with the car.
Yeah.
And then the Asian guys chased him down because that was who he was supposed to give the car to.
Yep. That's
It's
when
all, it's
Brian
all about
Finn got
family.
together. Family.
It's all about
Do you-
family.
Familia. Familia. Yeah, yeah.
Oh, yeah, the T-tops. Mine didn't have T-tops. Oh yeah, dude, you put some money into those, Joel, and those were fucking fast little cars. Those little Mustangs, the little Mustangs, the one that I was showing you, because they
Yeah.
were, I mean, they were heavy little cars, but they were, like I said, they were like, you know, a lot less weight than a normal Mustang would be, and they were just quick. They had a big ass motor in them.
My buddy was he had a Mustang Fastback, and I never worked on it with him because I didn't like it. I used to watch him fucking, drink the beer and shit and watch him. But he had a 302 with the 351 Windsor heads, high performance cam in it. It had a nice rear, but I never worked on a Ford in my life. Never liked Fords.
Ford still has the #1 spot for trucks sold. The F-150 still holds the #1 spot for most trucks sold in the U.S.
Yeah, I just don't like Fords. Most of the Ford trucks, they're the bonnet or the hood, as y'all call it, the chips paint or the paint chips, shit like that. I just didn't like the engines. The only engine I like of the Ford is a 302 or a
What's up,
289.
Waypoint?
What's up, Waypoint?
I forgot those
What
had
up, people?
T-tops, Joel. Yeah,
What
mine
up,
didn't
people
have
in the
those.
chat? I can't see the chat, but hello. How you doing?
Yeah, I completely forgot that those had T-tops, but yeah, you could get them
Waypoint
with
New England, how
T-tops.
you doing?
They did, don't you remember Vanilla Ice's video?
No,
He had T-tops on his on the video.
I don't remember that video, bro.
Mm.
That was when I was really, really young when that came out, and I never listened to Vanilla Ice. Everybody considered him a joke when I was listening to music.
Yeah,
One hit
Dominic will
wonder.
be back in a little bit.
He's
I
done with
can't-
his
Brian.
Pornhub Zoo.
I can't listen to Ice Ice Baby. That song's so fucking annoying. I can't even believe that shit went diamond. It was the stupidest fucking song ever.
Well, he lost all of his money by getting sued too.
He's made a little bit of a comeback the last few years. He's been doing a reality shows for house flipping. He's really big
Yeah,
into
that's
house
about it.
flipping now.
But I'm saying that song, he lost all the royalties because he got sued because of what's the name?
Isn't he
Right.
also on Law and Order?
What?
I have no idea. I haven't watched Law and Order in years. But I know he's really big into house flipping though. He actually does multi-million-dollar homes. He does house flipping for those. So he's made a comeback. He's been in some movies too in the last few years. So he's made a little bit of a comeback. He's not broke anymore. I mean, he's not super rich, but he's not broke. He's got money.
Here comes Dominic.
Everything okay, Dominic?
Yep. Yep. Finished what I had to do.
Did
And
you
it's all
take
good.
did you take a shower afterwards?
Yeah, I did actually.
Yeah, I'll be back in like 10 minutes.
Dude, that's a 45-minute lap dance, pretty expensive.
Yeah, I know.
Dominic is the man.
We're just talking about our favorite cars from when we were younger.
Yeah, I could hear you. I had it on in the background. I could just barely hear what you were saying. So I didn't want to upset the other people I was on a teleconference with.
So what was
But
your
yeah.
favorite when you were younger? Favorite car?
Mercedes Sports, the 500 SL.
Oh yeah, that was
About
nice.
1981. Trying to think of the exact year. 80 or 81.
They made some nice cars.
Yeah, but you can also go back and talk about the 300 SLR Gullwing, the 190 SL. Yeah, I've been a huge Mercedes fan ever since my father bought one when I was, 5 or 6. And when he passed on nearly 30 years ago, I'm still pretty much of a Mercedes fan. So
He didn't work for Mercedes, did he?
no, he didn't work for Mercedes, but he was a mechanic. He came out from Italy in 1949 and worked for General Motors Holden, which is, General Motors. General Motors
Yeah.
Holden in Fisherman's Bend in Port Melbourne, Victoria. And then he worked there. And you know what Italian men are like. You know what Italian men were like in those days. They'd work 24 hours a day so they could, build their savings. Then he bought a mechanic shop in 1952, and it is still there to this day. And that is the spot that I'm usually at. I'm at a different spot this morning, but
So
That's fine.
since he's passed on, your brother's running it?
yeah, brother took over. Yeah.
Nobody
Is there-
else no other relatives were interested?
Well, the only other relative was me or my late sister. And I wasn't really into being a mechanic. And considering the fact my brother's 15 years older than me.
Oh,
So, yeah.
so I guess a Mercedes isn't that hard to work on, huh?
It wasn't just necessarily Mercedes back in the day, but now my brother just does the occasional job here and there and pretty much enjoys doing it as it comes. Really.
Does it get that many where the person's only done one oil change in the last 70,000 miles?
Yeah, yeah, sometimes, yeah. But he no longer does that. any of the hard jobs, he just says no.
So he has
Just
seen it.
basically, he has seen it. Yes, he used to do that, but now he's on his own, and I help out occasionally. And he just, I'm not going to call it retirement or semi-retirement. He just does it as it comes. And it's mainly people that, return customers that he's fostered over the last, 30 years?
Like you?
Yeah. Hmm.
It's pretty cool to
So
have
what
that kind
else
of
was-
legacy.
Was that?
That's pretty cool to have that kind of legacy.
Hmm. Yeah. So what other
Concrete
topics have
pump is
been
gone.
discussed?
Concrete
It's what?
pump is gone. It's gone off site. That
Okay,
part's done.
good to hear.
Did he run out?
No, he finished his job.
Awesome.
Yes. Now time to get them fuckers out. It's monotonous, man, taking care of the fucking concrete trucks.
Are you expecting another?
The concrete pump is gone. No, I'm not expecting another one. They finished their job for today.
Okay.
Know what I mean? Know what I mean?
Yep.
Know what I mean? All right. Good thinking, number 9. Justin Stickley joined. Oh, fuck, there's 2. Jesus. God.
Hi.
What's up, little bitch?
Okay, he's out and
What's he
about
doing?
somewhere then.
He's in his bathroom. About to do a helicopter or something. What the fuck?
No, see you,
Look, he's
Andrew.
trying to grow. Look, he's trying to grow a beard. I'm a real boy.
I'm a real boy.
Hey, he's trying to grow a beard. What the fuck? That's a little petty beard. Like colored it on his face.
He's in a shop.
He's grocery shopping. Look, he's looking at
Yeah.
Oh,
his
he's grocery shopping.
Good, I'm not the only one that does that then.
Yeah. I gotta do that today. Fuck, I hate that shit. I hate
Yeah, I
people.
know.
Hate people. What do you get me? Oh, is there beer there? Give me a 30-pack, man.
Yes, they sell beer, Tim.
Cool. Give me a 30-pack. How much is it for a 30-pack over there?
18.
What the fuck?
Yeah, I know.
Jesus.
Yeah.
I pay 58. Fuck me.
And it's not only 18, but it's more than 3%.
So what happens when you live in a third world country, Tim?
Shut up, little bitch. God damn.
Yeah, it's $40 less than what you pay.
I remember the week before I left, I walked to the petrol station, gas station in North Carolina, and I paid
Yeah.
$14 for a 30-pack. $14. Then I got over here.
I can get the 32-ounce Miller High Life, and I can get 2 of them for $3.
Well, when I first got here, this is 2003 when I got over here, it was $30 for a 30-pack. And that was expensive. Now, because of this new regulation they put in, assholes.
Well, look at it this way. That's God's way of saving your life, because if it was only $30, you'd be drinking double.
Oh, fuck yeah. I still drink double, man. Mm-hmm. 2 30-packs a weekend. Well, not that much, but.
Hey, Mark, can you see me? Mark?
That's a hoopty. Look at the hoopty.
Yeah.
See,
Where's
this
the
is
chrome
the
rim?
key. That's the keypad I was telling you about.
Okay.
Go ahead and punch it in. We can watch.
Saying that.
No, hell no.
Now what was it?
52813.
Why are you getting in the passenger seat?
you
Exactly.
talking about?
He's in the passenger seat.
He's in the passenger seat.
Why is he in the
Oh,
passenger
hell.
seat for?
They fucked that car
What
all
is
up.
that, a Ford what?
Got the steering wheel
It's
on the
a
left
Ford
hand
Edge.
side.
Steering wheel's on the wrong side. You got to mirror your camera.
Yep.
This is why we only pay $18 for a 30-pack, Tim, because we're on the right side of the steering wheel, you know.
No. And
Yeah,
it's still a
they
Ford.
drive it from behind the steering wheel instead of in front of it.
Yeah.
So what is that, a Ford what?
Mark
Ford,
agrees.
it's a Ford Edge.
Oh, you just got that because of Sean.
Ooh, lady.
He just got that because of Sean. You know, Edge. Get it? Edge.
Uh-huh.
Look, Sean, I got a car with your name in it just for you.
So
Don't.
what model is the Edge sold as in the UK, if it's sold in the UK?
I have no idea.
Justin's living on the edge. Driving a Ford. Just kidding.
There's
Is
the
it
lake.
a-
Where's one of the lakes?
Is it a full-size SUV or a mini SUV?
No, it's full size.
Has to be full size for Justin to drive it. Jeez.
Yeah.
What's the tonnage on it? You sure it's enough?
Tonnage? What?
It does have a cushy enough seat to support my big dick, Tim. Okay.
You mean
It's
it
not
hasn't got
stick
one
shift,
of them
it's automatic.
cushions with a hole in like Bill uses?
It's an automatic, Justin. It don't have a stick shift. No.
Justin's back home again.
That was close.
Oh, did you see a tent? No, just kidding. I sure live in a big tent.
Hey, Dominic, I knew that was your short as soon as I saw it before I even saw the name. I knew it was Dominic. I just knew it.
Yeah, just happened to find that the other day, and I went just walking past there, and I looked up and went, because that's where the traffic lights are. And I looked up and went, "Oh, I must take a photo of that and see. I must take a video of that and see how it does."
I looked up and saw the cup in there, and I went, "Oh, that's Dominic. I got it."
Exactly.
So what was Justin getting? Cigarettes?
No, I don't know what he's up to. I think he had to do some shopping for dinner.
He doesn't smoke cigarettes, does he? He vapes.
No, he vapes.
I used to smoke the cigars. Little mini.
I occasionally have a black and mild. That's actually what I went to go get. I wanted a black and mild, so I went and grabbed one.
That's what I thought. See? Mhm. Oh yeah. What, Andrew left?
Yeah,
Yeah, he don't ever say bye. He just fucking ducks
it
out.
just drops off.
He just leaves.
Bye, Andrew. Thanks for saying bye. Jesus.
Every once in a while,
100%.
he'll say, I gotta go, and then he'll leave, and then most of the time, he doesn't say shit. He'll just leave. And he doesn't even come in the chat and say bye.
Jeez. 100% participation.
No, that was Dominic on Tammy show.
It's actually sold as an Edge over here.
Dominic, you got to go on. Which show is next?
No, nothing's on today.
Oh, really?
Isn't Philly Drone Life?
He might.
You never know.
Mhm.
I wouldn't say he's.
Depends on
doesn't
how
seem-
pissed off he is tonight.
Yeah, Bill the Drone Reviewer is on for
Yeah,
an
Bill the
hour
Drone Reviewer's on,
before Philly.
and then maybe
Yeah.
Philly.
Sean Ide got his too tonight.
Yeah, Sean Ide's on.
Right,
Yeah, I
Tim,
haven't watched his in the last couple of weeks because it's just been him and Chuck get on, and they really don't do anything.
Yeah,
They talk about what Sean's got and what he bought, and it's about
Yeah.
all it goes to.
I generally put them on later in the day when I'm doing something. I'll put them on in the background.
What were you saying, Justin?
So
Said my
did you
name.
see that? Did you see that one YouTuber that was going after Ken Herring?
Yep, that was a very interesting. That was a very interesting
No,
video.
Yeah,
No,
he's about twice the size of Ken's channel, and he
Yeah.
went after him for copyright claiming him because he went after Ken because he said Ken was promoting scam those. Remember those colorblind glasses that
Yeah,
everybody was promoting a year or so
Oh,
ago?
yeah.
Well,
Yeah.
they turned out to be complete bullshit and they're not real. And Ken is on his channel promoting them for affiliate links. And
yeah.
dude, like,
And then this guy and then Ken tried to take him down with the copyright strike.
They should have knew that was going to be a scam. There's no cure for colorblindness. The only cure for colorblindness if you can get your surgery on your eyes. And that's not
And
50, that's
still-
a 50-50 chance.
Yeah, and it's still 50-50.
Right. That's
Oh,
how
the-
my brother, he was going to get the surgery because he wanted to become a jet pilot after the academy. And they wouldn't let him. They said, here, you have a choice to get the surgery. And then they said that it was a 50-50. He goes, nah, I'm not going to do that. So that's the only way.
Hey, Paul, you
I'll
remember how I
stay
told you
colorblind.
these things are heavy?
Yeah,
This one I weighted, it was 3.7 ounces, right?
yeah.
This one is 10.8 ounces.
Oh, wow, 3 times the weight.
Yeah, that's why it took so long. That sucker's heavy.
That's a lot of cocaine.
From here to here, it's almost solid.
Dope.
I'm not printing that one again.
No.
Oh,
We've actually got 4 others. Yeah, 4 others with a total of 6 different styles.
Well, guys, what do you think?
Why not?
guy is
up to
blue.
you. The sky is blue. Water is wet.
Yeah.
Okay, I'm gonna call it. All you guys, thanks
Okay,
for
then.
being here.
So is my
What are you
neighbor.
going to call it?
With,
What are you going to call it?
we'll see you, Joe. We'll see you, Mark. See you, Tim. See you, Dominic. And
There you go.
Justin,
Bye.
thanks. We'll see all of you again next time. Bye for now.
Bye-bye.